We got some strange news here today. They're gonna talk about Schneider buying out Cowan. Okay, let's get to it. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I recently have left Cowan. Okay, Cowan was my first lease purchase company I went for. Okay, now they had pretty good rates on their lease purchase. I made plenty of videos, stuff like that, and I was there, my experience, and overall I had a good experience. Okay, they just had to leave because my truck was malfunctioning and safety was on my tail and a lot of stuff, but overall I had a good experience at Cowan. But what shocked me is that they had sold out to Schneider.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, now Schneider is another mega carrier. All right, they also trained, also have a tanker division. They bought Cowan for a whopping $390 million. Okay, that money is nothing to sneeze at. Now, I'm not sure why Cowan wanted to sell. I mean, I thought they had plenty of money. They had a lot of drivers, going to orientate, stuff like that. No, I never heard any rumors of them having any financially trouble that we haven't found for bankruptcy or anything like that. Maybe the owners wanted to move on. I don't know. But they sold out to Schneider. Now, you know what happens when a company buys another company? Usually a lot of policy changes.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, a lot of people get screwed over that drive for them, because they might change the lease purchase program. You might pay you less. They might not give you a fuel surcharge, or they might get rid of the lease purchase altogether now they don't own Cowan. So we'll see what happens with that. Cowan was a good company. It really was. One of the best companies I worked for. Okay? And I hope that Schneider really do keep the core of Cowan together, okay? When I mean by core, I mean pretty much all the policies in place. Because the policies was top notch. They didn't have any in-cab cameras and nothing like that. It's all around their truck and all that kind of stuff like that Schneider has. But I'm pretty sure they will now since Schneider owns them. So, so things will change. I mean, change is good. It's okay to have change when you buy a multi-million dollar company, So of course you want to change some things and mold it into your liking, right? I mean, I would if I owned a trucking company. So that's the situation. I don't know. The last time a big purchase like this happened was when Knight/Swift had bought US Express. Okay, that's the last time something like this happened that I heard of. A company buying out another company. Now, I was actually in orientation when I found out they had bought US Express when I was working there. Well, I wasn't working there, I was in orientation though when they bought them. I didn't make a video about it because I didn't know if I really want the job or not. It was also for lease purchase, but they only had like one truck. When they told me they had like 6 trucks I could pick out of, and the truck they didn't have was kind of nasty and had dents all in the. Somebody messed that truck up. Okay, it was not pretty, and I was not gonna drive that. So I went on ahead and said, "Nah, I'm not gonna post no video about it. I'm not even gonna take the job. I'm just gonna move on." And I did, and I was almost with US Express, and I didn't go with them. Okay, but that last time a company that I worked for almost got bought out. Okay, so right after I left, that's when they bought out US Express. Knight/Swift did. Okay, but I hope they keep Cowan. Keep their policies the same, because that was pretty good. They paid pretty good. Now Schneider will have Cowan's contracts now. Cowan usually have the BJ's Whole Food Club. Okay, BJ's was a big contract for Cowan. So now I guess to Schneider. So Schneider will probably have their fleet or whatever, do them dedicated runs. All right. They also had the this kind of lumber contract with Cowan. They paid pretty good. Got all these purchases every time I got those kind of loads. I got my my paycheck's pretty good. It's pretty nice. I'm talking about like $1,800, something like that, in my lease purchase. So it's pretty good. I wish Schneider, success to hope things work out. Yep. But I want to touch on this, guys, because Cowan always had a special place in my heart. Because I did like Cowan when I worked there. Some good experiences with them. I made good money with them. It was $10.99, and I did get in a little bit of trouble with the IRS because I didn't put away enough money for taxes. But that's on me. But overall, it was a good company. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Till next time, peace out. You guys stay safe. It's not the same anymore. It's just not fun. Too many regulations. I've been feeling like this for a long time. That's how my day went. It gave me a real big headache. It took me about 30 minutes to get in there. I didn't have no help, no like that. But everything all good. I'm down here in Lafayette, Georgia right now. I gotta shoot on back to Tennessee in a little bit.